water, the beverage that everyone should be drinking every single day, how much water should we be drinking?
Right. First of all, the water should be clean. And here where we live, the water has chloramine and chlorine and other toxins in it. So we have two types of systems. We have a whole house water purifier and water softener, so you don't get, so it doesn't ruin your water pick and your washing machines. Everything gets ruined by the minerals in the water. But then we also have a reverse osmosis filter. On top of that household water purification system, we also have a reverse osmosis filter under the sink with a second spigot. So the water we're drinking has been first filtered and then reverse osmosis purified. So it's really just pure water.
I know you've always been a really strong advocate for very clean water,
yes.
But a lot of families out there just use the water from their fridge with that little filter. Is that sufficient?
No, it's not sufficient. It doesn't take the chloramines and the chlorines out sufficiently.
I knew you would say that.
Yeah.
So you really think reverse osmosis is important?
Yes. Yes.
You were very into hydrogen water for a second. Are you still into hydrogen water for anti-aging and longevity benefits?
Yes. At least hydrogen water I think is beneficial. But let's talk about that in the next podcast. We talk about the gut, the microbiome, because hydrogen water is the biggest effect on the microbiome, particularly people with microbiome problems. So hydrogen water, drinking water, like when I wake up in the morning, I'll put the Hydrobiotech pill into a glass of water, and I'll have 1 glass of hydrogen water this morning when I woke up, because you're all night long, you're not drinking water, you're sleeping. You wake up in the morning, you're moderately dehydrated, and you have a glass of water when you wake up in the morning. And that first glass of water, I dissolve the hydrogen pill in the water, because the hydrogen pill in the water puts more hydrogen in the water than getting a hydrogen water machine does. And you drink that water, and there's beneficial effects, because hydrogen's like an antioxidant scavenger. And it helps heal the digestive tract, keeps the leaky gut, the inflammation in the gut. It feeds the microbiome. So it's very good to have.
What do you mean an antioxidant scavenger?
A free radical scavenger.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. I was like, wouldn't that be bad? Okay. Yeah. So again, how much water? You always used to say to me, drink when you're thirsty. You don't need to drink a ton of water. I feel like a lot of physicians out there really push drinking water, a ton of water, like 2 gallons a day, multiple gallons a day. And I felt like you never...
Let's see, 1 gallon is 4 quarts, right?
Yeah.
1 gallon, 4 quarts. A quart is 4 cups. So a gallon would be 16 cups. That would be 20, whatever.
I just know that they're like, drink water, more the better. Is that the case?
I don't know. People have all these different opinions about drinking water that's not based on science. The studies on the scientific justification for over drinking water is not there. There's not adequate studies to show that those benefits that those claims people make about drinking water help with your headaches, help your skin look better, help with you look younger, help you have less wrinkles. It's all bull. There's no data to suggest any of those things are true, and that we shouldn't get thirsty. We shouldn't be dehydrated. But other than avoiding dehydration, there's no benefit to excess drinking of water. You don't wash away more toxins in your kidney. You wash away the same. Your kidney works with it can concentrate your urine, wash away just as many toxins as you can with more dilute urine. It's not drinking more water doesn't take more toxins out of your body. There's no benefit to drinking extra water you didn't need. And the data on water and weight loss is also very scant and not solid and not strong enough to make a big difference. So yes, we should drink some water. We need some water, but we're on a high water content, low salt diet. So let's start by saying the water needs of a nutritarian who's getting all this high water content in the food we're eating. And I just had, maybe have a cantaloupe, or maybe I might have 2 oranges after lunch, or with a bowl of soup with no salt in it. I just flooded my body with water with lunch, was from the soup and from the oranges. I didn't have to, I had a piece of whatever, so it's all reasonable. And then our diet's so low in salt. Now, the American diet is so high in dry foods with no water content, and it's also so high in salt that increases the person's water needs by 3 times. So instead of needing 3 cups a day, they need 9 cups a day. So maybe this person on a standard American diet, which is so bad, needs 9 cups of water a day, and maybe us on a nutritarian diet needs 2 or 3 cups of water a day, because we're drinking water in what we eat, and we're not, And when you take in more salt in your food, your body keeps the blood level of salt the same as you and I who take in very little salt. Now, how does the body person take in 4,000 milligrams and we're taking in 400 milligrams and they're taking in 10 times as much, but they have the same blood level of sodium, is because their kidney has trained, accommodates all the extra sodium, and it just constantly works on getting rid of extra sodium. So their urine has a lot of sodium in it. Our urine doesn't have sodium in it. So our sweat doesn't have sodium in it. A person on a high sodium diet, they're sweating out sodium. Now, when you eat a high salt diet and you lose all that sodium, you lose other electrolytes in the process. So now your body is always electrolyte deficient. And then they drink a lot of water on top of that, and they wash away more electrolytes. And now it just leads to cramping and whatever. It leads to less exercise tolerance, intolerance of the heat. Now, we're not excreting sodium. So if we're exercising, playing tennis, going for a run, going for a big hike, doing something that requires a lot of sweating, we're not going to lose electrolytes, so we're not going to cramp up. We just can replace it with water. In that case, in the summertime in the heat, when we're sweating, when I'm playing a 2-hour hard tennis match and I'm sweating a lot, sure, I'm going to replace water. I may even drink 2 quarts of water during the match. But if I wasn't just sitting around doing nothing in the air conditioning, I wouldn't need that water. So in addition to my 2 to 3 glasses a day, I might have another 4 to 5 glasses a day to accommodate some heavy exercise I just did where I was sweating really hard in the summertime. But so it's all, but I'm not, focused on having to focus on drinking more water. I was thirsty, and I would feel I needed more water.